Welcome to the Own Your Family, where real stories and proven formulas are shared about leaving the rat race so you can achieve freedom and spend more quality time with your family. Get ready, mompreneurs and dadpreneurs, to get inspired by earning from home, living healthy, and aspiring for more in life with your hosts, Renat and Katrina.
The Big Book of Crypto: How to Get Rich in the New Age of Digital Money by James Altucher and Chris Campbell. Cryptocurrencies are here to stay, but don't be stupid. That's what I wrote in my cryptocurrency book in 2017. I also said, yes, crypto millionaires and billionaires will certainly be minted in the coming years. There will be plenty of rags to crypto riches stories to go around. And maybe you will be one of them. If you are reading this, you are an early adopter, so it's possible. But don't be stupid. I wrote it because I was worried about all of the scams. I said so in the 6th paragraph. The cold hard truth, if you can handle it, up to 99% of the cryptocurrencies that exist today are total scams. I was right. I knew this because I'd been tracking the space for nearly 5 years. In 2013, I told people to buy Bitcoin at $63. I set up the first online bookstore that accepted only Bitcoin. I sold my book Choose Yourself exclusively for Bitcoin. CNBC had me also in 2013 to talk about Bitcoin. I called it the Choose Yourself currency. Later, I said Bitcoin was going to $50,000. People laughed. It was like when in the 2000s, I said on Larry Kudlow's show, Apple will be the first trillion-dollar company. Everyone laughed. Or when in 2007, I said on CNBC that Facebook would be a $100 billion company. Laughter. Impossible. Who is this guy? You already know what happened to Apple, to Facebook, and to Bitcoin. In 2021, Bitcoin shot up way past $50,000. I think it'll go higher, way higher. But I think another coin will surpass Bitcoin's market cap. People have laughed about this prediction too. In 2 years, I doubt they will be laughing. But you might be laughing if you read this book, all the way to your crypto wallet. Another way I've been able to skip the line, I've spent the past decade building and honing a solid network. When I have a question, I call the pros. When I want to know something, I invite people onto my podcast. They give me the strategies, and then I test them out. If they work, I find a way to give them to my readers. That's why we wrote this book. From just a few strategies in this book, I made millions just from crypto and helped thousands of people make money in the crypto markets. I bought my house with money I made from crypto, even though I said I'd never buy a house again, but that's a story for another day. I turned $300 into over $300,000 from just one cryptocurrency. I made several key predictions about the crypto markets that turned out to be true. The best time to get rich. In this book, I'll share with you my new predictions about this space. We'll also show you everything you need to know about the cryptocurrency industry, the good, the bad, and the ugly. As you might know, I make a lot of predictions about a lot of things. Some of my predictions in the past have been wrong. But the thing is, when you are wrong, the worst you can lose is 100%. I'm assuming you won't put 100% of your money into ideas I talk about. If that's what you're planning on doing, take a break from this book and take a walk in the nature. I usually only make predictions about asymmetric opportunities with tremendous upside. When I'm right, the results could be in the thousands of percent, which make up for any bad predictions. Crypto is an asymmetric bet, perhaps the largest one in human history. New asset classes don't come around too often. That's why right now is the easiest time in the world to build wealth. It's also the easiest time in the world to lose untold wealth. Don't be stupid. Why we wrote this book. James Altucher. Since 2017, I've been building a team to help my readers benefit from the rise of cryptos. This book is part of our biggest and most ambitious project yet. In the pages to come, my co-author Chris Campbell and I want to give you a comprehensive view of everything happening in the crypto space. Obviously, we have lots to cover. Fortunately, we were able to jam a lot, pretty much all you need to know, into this book. Well, we will be talking about the big picture, the basics, how to stay safe, and how to make money in crypto gaming, Web3, NFTs, the rise of quantum computing, the metaverse, and a whole lot more. But here's why we wrote this book. Since about 2016, people often write me and ask, "What do you think of Bitcoin?" Or, "What do you think of cryptocurrencies?" Back then, I never wanted to answer. Why? I believe the first questions are, what did you do for your physical health, emotional health, creative health, and spiritual health today? There are the keys to success. There is nothing else. Wealth is a side effect of applying these days every day. So I never wanted to write about something so specific as cryptocurrencies. But then, in 2017, I saw so many of my friends and followers talking about cryptocurrencies that were pure scams. And today, I see people piling into NFTs, DAOs, obscure DeFi tokens, gaming coins, and Web3 applications. The problem is, when I ask them what they're buying, they have no clue. They can even tell me what DeFi or NFT means. Bigger problem. Crypto is rife with manipulation. Governments, whales, hackers, media. Wall Street, everyone is trying to make you lose money. They want you to give up your crypto. They understand something I figured out years ago. The rise of cryptocurrencies is part of a 3,000-year-old historical trend in the direction and evolution of money. It's not a fad, but irrational investors are swarming in and treating it like the latest investing fad. They are going to be burned. The crypto bubble. The picture is too familiar. I saw this in 1997. People flipping penny internet stocks, or any company that put the suffix .com at the end of their name. It's a painful memory. Do you know why? Because I was one of those suckers born every minute to. I learned my lesson. I started my first internet company in 1995. My job to actually convince corporations they needed websites and that I should build them. People didn't realize the internet was not just a fad. Companies like American Express or Time Warner actually had to be convinced to create a website. That this was the future and they needed one. So there was value in the internet. The internet, and then the mobile internet, and now the Internet of Things were here to stay. I told them that. Some scoffed, but it kept growing. It's still growing. And the scams got flushed out. Anyone in them went broke. The same thing is happening here. The internet was ultimately a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. It's clear now, and you would have been laughed at if you said this then, that many internet companies will be worth well over $1 trillion. Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Uber, and so on. Now, here's the thing that gets me laughed out of the room today. Cryptocurrencies are not just a $1 trillion opportunity, but worth hundreds of trillions, potentially even a quadrillion-dollar opportunity. This sounds ridiculous, but there's simple math here. Simply ask, what is the demand for money? The demand for money, if you count derivatives, is in the quadrillions. That's how much money is out there. But fiat currency, as it stands, has many problems. If a currency or idea came along that solved these problems, then the demand for that new idea would be worth hundreds of trillions, maybe quadrillions. It would be such a big deal that owning none is just as risky as going all in. In this book, we will describe why and how and what and where. But long story short, cryptocurrencies solve the problems created by regular currencies: security, privacy, forgery, double spending, centralized control, risk of inflation, and manipulation, and on and on. But let's get one thing straight. 95% of cryptocurrencies are still a scam. Sometimes people ask me, what do you think of ABC? Where ABC is the latest hot cryptocurrency, I say, it's a scam. They say, no, it isn't. I say, then why did you ask me? Well, why is it a scam? And I break open the code and show them where in the code it looks to me like a scam. In the book, I'll show you the exact things I look for. Don't worry, you don't need to know how to code or anything about computers. I try to explain my philosophy of cryptocurrencies and why if something doesn't fit into that philosophy. Then I'm willing to bet I can open the code and find out exactly why it's a scam. Because people think of me as a lifestyle guru, they forget my roots. I'm an old school programmer. I wrote my first program in 1982 on an Apple II Plus. Went to graduate school for it. Then I worked as a programmer for 6 years. After that, I started software companies for another 12. Even when I traded, it was often using strategy-based software, and I almost always wrote the software. Do I have experience with cryptocurrencies? Yes, and I've taken plenty of lumps too. But again, I see people about to lead a very bad life because of cryptos. And by the way, you can also now live an amazing life if you have the right knowledge of cryptocurrencies. Knowledge that we're going to share here in this book. Knowledge that could set you up for the rest of your life.
Thanks for listening. Join our online family by signing up for your free account at www.ownyourfamily.com and begin your journey to freedom. Want to get there faster? Book a strategy call with us at ownyourfamily.com/book a call. As always, be sure to leave a rating and subscribe to our podcast and channel so you never miss a future episode.